Come with us now, if you dare, down a rickety staircase into a dank, dark basement. What awaits? The Saturday Night Freak Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Saturday Night Freak Show podcast, the movie review and talk show podcast that comes your way every Saturday, whether you're ready for it or not, whether we're ready for it or not. These are the internet radio superstars.
Sean.
Holly.
Michaela.
And I'm Colin, and tonight we watched a movie that was chosen by...
Colin. What do we watch tonight? Where did we go?
We went to Jupiter's moon of Io.
Io.
Okay, you got the first question on the pop quiz right for this movie.
There
Good
you
job,
go.
Colin.
They spelled it out phonetically.
Yeah,
so
that's
that-
right.
So,
Io.
so that we would know.
Is it a real moon of Jupiter?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I was
it
saying,
is.
that sounded like just a denial of it, whether it was true or not.
Yeah, it's one of them. I can't remember. Jupiter's got like a bunch of moons. I don't know, like 13 or something like
I don't
that.
know.
I don't
They have
remember.
like 67 or some shit like that. They have a lot of moons.
Did you say the
A lot of
name?
moons. Outland.
Outland.
It was originally called Io, and then they changed it. But
Jesus. All right. From
Outland.
the year.
1981.
81. Okay. 81. Starring.
Sean Connery, former the original James Bond himself.
Yes.
In the off season. Well, actually, he was. Yeah, at this point he was done.
Yeah.
But they brought him back in '83 for Never Say Never.
Jupiter has
Again.
95 moons.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's a lot of moons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too many.
This is one.
Let's get rid of some.
This is one of the biggest ones. There's 4 large ones. This is one of the biggest ones.
Io's one of the big ones. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Io, Europa, Ganymede,
Right.
and Callisto.
I know.
there you go.
I know
Yep.
Europa.
Planets and moons always have such cool names.
The Academy
Usually,
Award-winning Man
yeah.
of Action brings justice
Like
to
Uranus.
Jupiter's moon.
Yeah. Or should it be High Moon?
Moon Cop.
Direct-
High Moon's
It
good.
should absolutely be Moon Cop.
Moon Cop.
Mm-hmm.
It should be
100% Moon Cop.
Well, we're saying
Moon
that
Cop,
because
Shotgun Justice.
it's directed by Peter Hyams, who also did Time Cop, who also did End of Days.
Yeah.
Did we do Sudden Death, the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
It's coming.
He also did The Relic, the underlit movie The Relic.
Yeah.
And back in the day,
I've brought a lot of his movies.
I don't know if you like this man.
I don't think I do. I think End of Days is an exception.
I think so. But
I
that
like
was
that
the
one.
Schwarzenegger of it all,
Yeah.
the fucking devil.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which you
'cause
don't get
I think
often.
we all passed on that, didn't we?
No, I liked that one.
You liked
I
it.
liked it.
Okay.
I did not like The Relic.
No, we didn't like the
We didn't
Relic.
like The
We liked
Relic.
We
again,
liked
'cause
End of
couldn't see
Days
anything.
though.
Yeah.
I think we liked End of Days.
Yeah, I was like, I
correct.
couldn't recommend a movie I can't see, with The
Yeah.
Relic,
Yeah.
so.
He started out, there was a movie, anybody seen Capricorn 1?
Mm-mm.
No.
Heard of
That's like a conspiracy theory movie where there's like a trip, I think, to the moon, but the ship actually blows up, so they have to they were going to fake it, but the actual ship blew up, so then they got to kill the astronauts. On Earth.
That's okay, I kind of want to see
I think
that.
James
I think we've talked
Ferrantino's in that one,
Yeah.
And he did 2010, the year we make contact.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
And he did a buddy cop movie called Running Scared with Billy Crystal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy's like been working
Yeah.
forever.
Absolutely.
He works.
And often his own cinematographer and director of photography. On this one, he was too.
Downfall.
I think because he doesn't like light.
No.
Doesn't like
I think
light.
that's his thing. He wants to shoot in the dark. He does it a lot in this movie too. So has anyone seen High Noon? The
I'm gonna
Western,
say-
the
I'm gonna say
Gary
no.
Cooper.
I'm gonna say- what?
I think I have, but I have a terrible memory, so
Yeah,
I
I
can't be certain.
Don't think so, actually. No.
So, but you know the plot of it?
Nope. I haven't seen it.
So High Noon is about a sheriff in a small western town, and 3 guys that he put away are released from prison, and they have sworn revenge, and they're coming back on a train. The movie actually takes place in real time. There's clocks throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
That-
cool. I do
I have
remember
seen
hearing that
this.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I watched this like when I was in film class
Yeah.
in college.
Yeah.
I'm
It's got
pretty
that
sure.
Song, the dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love
Peter
the movie that
Hyams, he
takes place
wanted
in
to
real
make
time.
a Western, and everybody told him in 1981 that they don't make Westerns anymore, and now they make space movies, and he's like...
But you can
they-
still put swinging doors in it if you want.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is his remake, kind of.
Yeah, they visit the saloon frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
swinging doors. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so Academy Award winner Sean Connery is who in this movie?
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
He's the marshal. The marshal? The marshal. The new marshal on this rock. This what are they digging up?
Titanium
ore?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a plant. It's
So it's a
factory.
mining
It's
operation.
A mining operation on the Io moon of Jupiter.
Do you ever get the impression in a lot of these movies they have this kind of it's all like, you know, because you have like a pressurized environment, you know, it all takes place in close quarters, you know, there's the sleeping quarters and there's these pressurized tunnels, and it like could take place either outer space or later in the 80s they put them all like under the sea.
Yeah.
And you basically are able to make the same kind of movie. So it's a mining colony or a frontier town, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I got the impression just from initially in the movie that like this could take place like in the same universe as Alien, like on another planet.
It feels like some of the same sets at certain points.
Yeah.
The big like kind of main common area with like the desks and stuff, that looked a lot like some of the common spaces of Alien. But yeah, it does feel like the same kind of vibe. I was thinking as soon as we started, I do love a sci-fi movie based around blue collar workers. It always like, except for like, you know, maybe Alien Covenant, if you would consider that, but
those would be the first people they spend to space. So the blue-collar workers.
I know, right?
We can afford to maybe die out there. You go.
But like Sunshine was kind of like that too, you know? I don't know. I always prefer that to like the scientists that are actually like making the travel happen. I don't really care about what they're doing. I want to see the blue collar people that get paid shit and have to do all the other jobs, you know?
Yeah, because I think like this era, right, was when they actually started, you know, doing that in movie like Alien, right? Because I'm trying to think like before Alien, did you ever have like blue collar? It always was like scientists.
Yeah, exactly.
A team of scientists and pilots and you know whatever go into space. I can't think of off the top of my head another like science fiction movie, because even like 2001, I mean, they're astronauts,
right?
Yeah,
right.
But Alien did the whole like, okay, these guys are basically space truckers, and Outland. It came out in, so Alien was 79, this is 81.
Yeah,
right. It's like it feels like this movie owes a huge debt to the production design of Alien. And
I was looking for McDonald's crates and boxes,
the egg, or like the foam boxes that were opened up for the padding.
This movie was right. Like, I don't see any. I see they found something. There's a lot of actual crates. Those plastic crates that you see everywhere. Those are plenty of that design.
Was this a successful movie when it came out?
Not really. I think it broke even.
Gotcha.
It like opened okay, and then it kind of trailed off. I caught this because it used to make the rounds on TV.
Yeah, I can see the Sean Connery of it all drawing people in, and then them going, "Oh no."
This does feel like a movie I would channel flip on a Saturday afternoon and see like one scene and be like, I should check out this whole movie sometime, and then never come back to it. Like,
Ooh, Shotguns in Space. I heard about that movie.
Yeah,
click. Moving on.
What was the I forgot my train of thought. Okay, so he's a new marshal. He's been assigned to the colony, and he signs up for like a year.
Yeah,
I think they have to, don't they?
I think most people
like
do,
if you sign up for this job, you're there for a year.
And so it seems like, grunt work, it's very labor intensive, and an accident kicks off the movie. Is it an accident? I don't know. Tell us what happens there.
Spiders.
Oh, yeah, that.
Okay.
They're out on the...
Thank you, because that's not what I was thinking of. I was not remembering that.
It's like, when you see footage of the space station people doing the work on the outside.
It's space scaffolding.
Yeah, space scaffolding. So they have the umbilical cord usually, and it's like... It's such a great setup for like a tense situation because you're one cord away from, instant horrible death, Yeah. Movies like this always make me aware of how not cut out I am for this kind of activity. I'm like, I am exactly where I need to be.
Right.
Because this is not my job. Yes. Yeah. No way. No way.
Anything technically?
One, and like even the other side of it, like for me, it's also like hell as other people. I can't imagine having to live at work. Like, and live with your coworkers. That sounds awful.
That sounds so awful.
Have to trust them with your life.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have to go to bed in your little bunk bed every night. Like, you can never get away from other people in this situation ever.
Sleeping situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I just think about, I'm only in office 2 days a week, And already, like, there's that one coworker that's always bitching about how cold it is, and I want to wring her neck. And I'm only there for a few hours, a couple days a week. Can you imagine living with her?
Sorry, Kathy.
My God. Yeah, sorry. I still love you, but you drive me crazy.
This is what, like, you know, the equivalent of like a welder or pipe fitter or something who's building. So you got a project, you're going to be on it for many months, you're going to make a ton of money, and then hopefully then you have another gig at some point somewhere down the road. These guys are out there. I think they're, you know, blasting or whatever, drilling. And one of the guys
electrifying the rock is what they're doing with their little guns.
And one of the guys just like freaks out. Right?
He has a space madness attack.
Madness.
Really yeah. He thinks there's a spider in his suit.
Yeah.
I guess.
Coming after him and then eventually in his suit.
Yeah.
And then...
and we can see there's clearly no spider. Yeah.
Yes, clearly no spider, so he's freaking out. His friends think he's pulling a prank. But you asked earlier, accident? No, I say no. Because a hand reached in there and pulled out his oxygen.
I think that was him. I think it was supposed to be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was detached.
Well, they shot it not well.
Yeah, he pulled out his own.
It looked like somebody reached behind him and went...
Oh, that was him tethered to the thing.
Yeah.
He was just
and he unscrewed it. So, because I got to open my suit. And they're like, what the hell are you doing? And then, of course, you know, he explodes.
His head explodes inside his suit. And it's cool because you see his face fill up and get like wide and fill up the helmet and then pop.
It was a promising start to this movie.
Yes, it was.
So then we're introduced to O'Neill, right?
Yes, W.T. O'Neill.
Do they ever call him Bill?
No.
Even his wife doesn't call him Bill.
No, it's O'Neill or Marshall.
So he's there, just newly arrived, right? Like that's his basic setup. And
with his wife and his large adult son.
Yeah. Paul just got his braces and
at 15 years old.
And there's tension in the family. Is there? What do we read?
You feel like there's tension. She's the wife doesn't seem too happy. Did we catch her name? I don't remember. Maybe it's
Carol.
Doesn't seem. Does it Carol?
Carol.
Yeah.
It's Carol.
Carol does not seem too happy.
No,
to be where she is.
Yeah, we gather that this has been their life. That they're just like traveling from place to place for his work, but it's all been in space.
Yes.
And she's just like, I'm tired of this life. I want to go back to Earth. We have a child.
He's never seen Earth.
He's never seen Earth. He's never breathed real air. And fucking hell, I get that.
No, she makes a great point.
She is
a great point.
I instantly, I'm like, I side with Carol. I don't care. I don't care what happens the rest of this movie. I am on her side.
Yes, we are
100%.
I'd rather breathe some Earth air.
Yeah, and this kid's like what, 10 or 11, right?
Yeah.
That's a long time to have been bouncing around spaceships.
And clearly,
never
it's
been
had an
to Earth.
effect on him because he's very childish.
Because he's very slow.
Yes.
Clearly, it is having an effect on this child. Get him to Earth's stats.
God.
Well, I imagine he doesn't who does he socialize with? You go like, are there other kids on this?
There's got to be, right?
Okay, so if there's not,
it's got to be like a military base, right?
And he should be a little more along.
See, and that's where I have questions because we see the general worker barracks, so it's just like bunk beds, right?
There is no daycare.
But Marshall has his own like apartment, and then his sergeant and other guys on his crew have families. So I'm like, are their families here or are they not? They don't know. We don't know. They don't really specify.
They do mention dependents, but I don't know if they're housed somewhere else. At some point, somebody says something about the women's quarters, but there's also women.
Well, there's women's workers. Yeah, I don't think that's to do with like the families, but like he's the only one we see a family.
Yeah.
So I want to know if other people have the option to bring their families because it doesn't seem like it.
No. That's another situation that seems to suck. Imagine being a kid and you have to live at your dad's work all the time. Like, God, everyone in this.
Well, my dad was a fireman, so
that would have been cool.
That might have been cool.
That actually would have been cool
my
for
dad
you.
worked in like a 3M factory for 35 years.
Yeah, my dad worked at a factory too. Yeah,
this, basically.
Yeah.
So I guess
sleeping on empty pallets.
Right.
That whole idea of the frontier like work site or something you pack everybody up
and go to the frontier and figure it out. I'll be there in 20 years. Leave me alone.
But they also don't express because we assume like there has to be a reason that these people sign up for this job, right?
Money.
Like I assume it's like an oil rig situation.
Right.
Republic credits.
You sign up for this job and you get paid bank and then you go home and you're set for money for a while.
Yeah.
But they don't act like they get paid a lot. Like I don't know.
It's the drudgery of the work.
The work seems to be still very shit.
Yeah.
It's just very unclear like what the real motivation is. I assume they get paid a lot, but I'm not really seeing
you put in so many years for Con-Am or what? Amalgamated or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you get to retire earlier. So if you survive, because you're doing like super dangerous
Right.
work.
Apparently it is shit.
Yeah.
Because they're all on drugs.
Yeah. So the marshal introduces himself to his staff, and there's all the hellos and all that. But the main guy who runs
General
the place,
manager.
Yes.
yeah, it was Peter Boyle.
Peter Boyle. I love Peter
Is he the
Boyle.
branch manager?
He's the general manager.
Well, I'm equating it. Is he the branch manager?
I mean, I think he's higher than the branch
Do you
manager.
think so?
Yeah.
Okay. He's David Wallace.
He's David Wallace.
Okay, he's
yeah.
Evil David Wallace.
Well, what's and I guess I don't know.
Pete Boyle just he welcomes Sean Connery, but he also sort of explains to him, "We're gonna way things work around here, and it's all going pretty good." Now, if these guys get out of line, which they're gonna, because this is a very stressful job, you got to give them a little room. You know what I mean? Just give them some room.
It's just it's a
Let 'em blow off some
it's a
steam.
conversation they should be having in private,
Yes.
not in front of the crew.
But it's that
But
I
I think
guess
the crew's behind him.
yeah,
on that.
they're
So
saying
he
like
can say that.
everybody in this room like agrees with that statement.
Yeah.
Maybe is that what you know?
That's what I got. And that's why he's saying
Like
it.
nobody
But he's-
can speak against him. because
No,
they're
I
all
get
like,
that.
"Yeah,
I get
it works."
that, but he needs to be more specific, and
Yes.
you can't have that conversation in front of other people.
You shouldn't.
That's when he's like, "We can talk more later." It's like, no, you should have been talking more later this entire time.
You gotta,
Like, you should not be talking about this in front of other people.
Your illicit activities may be corporate sponsored, but I don't think they want it like, just like out in the
Right?
open.
None of this should be talked about in
Yeah.
public.
Mhm.
It makes no sense.
And I guess productivity at this particular mine out of all those in the galaxy is very high. And so the company's happy, he's happy. And so he doesn't want the apple cart upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I got good liquor, I got good whores. Like,
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. We should touch on there is company hired, maintained, whatever, housed
Maintain. Make it through.
prostitutes.
Yes.
Which I guess makes sense if you're going to be a year
In space. Yeah.
in this, in this spaceship you're going to be in the same tin can for a year. I guess
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, especially if you really want to reduce like murderous rages, this is probably the
You
thing to
should.
mitigate that.
This is part of the
Yeah.
whole thing that I would
Um,
understand.
Yeah.
It's just funny to think about like the HR side of like that. Like there's
Who's-
someone
yeah,
at HR
who's
who's
the
like,
shop
man,
steward of the,
Yeah.
The union
Yeah.
workers.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
union rep.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we can make a sequel to Outland. There's
Yeah.
a plot.
No.
Okay. So,
Like, are they just going back to those bunk beds and doing it? Like,
Well,
is
no, because
they,
remember, there's the scene when they go to like get the crazy guy who's beating up the whore,
yeah.
and she's got like a hotel room.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
big round room. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yep.
Permission to request that for now and forever on, the word whore has to be pronounced that
Whores.
way.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah.
where or how you're saying it.
Who was?
unlike that movie with the Teresa Russell movie. You remember that one?
No.
Well, all the
Was it just
ads.
called Whoas?
It was just called Whore, but in the it was
Oh,
a Ken
okay,
Russell
yeah, I
movie.
know what you're talking about. Yeah,
But
yeah.
all the ads said if you can't say it, see it. They,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
put
I
the
remember
title in
That's
the
great.
newspaper.
So from now on, they're banging whores.
Yeah.
So several other incidents do occur. Another guy walks into an airlock, apparently of
Very
his own
happily.
free will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to go
Oh,
see the
he
glow
is,
of the
He is
stars.
happy about it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and he
That man is
explodes.
free. That man is free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So O'Neill begins to suspect, like, what? You got two people dead who did weird things.
Yeah. How often does this happen? Happens a lot, apparently, according
Yeah.
to our doc.
Who's that?
Bunny-
Stern
Bunny
Virgin.
McDougal.
What's her name?
Frances Stern. Was it Sternhagen?
Sternhagen.
She's
Mm-hmm.
Misery, right? Remember
Yeah,
Misery?
she's in Misery, but she plays Bunny McDougal in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like her. Yeah,
what is-
She's Kyle
Bunny McDougal?
McLaughlin's mom.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. What does
Yep.
she do with a name like that on that show?
she's just
a
a
rich
rich
uppity,
bitch.
yeah,
Okay, that's
she's
what
a
I
rich
figured.
rich
bitch.
uppity old lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
She seems like she pulled it off very well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's always
Yeah.
struck me as an actress who can pull off that kind of acerbic, you know,
Yes.
like a bite.
Got some personality.
Yeah. So what's the dynamic here? What's going on with her and O'Neill?
It's antagonistic, to say the least. But he comes in there wanting stuff that's, it seems like it's out of the ordinary. Like he's a cop. And he's an actual like cop who's trying to figure shit out and do good, whereas every other one that comes in seems like they've struck a deal with Peter Boyle to kind of keep things going as is. but he's not having it. He's like, how many people have died because of this in these situations and like this? And she's like, all right, I'll do it.
And she kind of has a respect for him for coming in and doing a good job.
Yeah.
And not looking the other way.
Yeah.
Because I think everything else is just business as usual. Is that why he stands out to her?
Yeah.
And he treats her like she's a capable doctor, and she has a lot of like self-loathing, self-deprecation about her employment. She thinks, like, she even says, like, you know, how does she put it? She says, like, we're one case away from a medical lawsuit or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
one flight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like, she's very self-deprecating.
She's one something ahead of a malpractice.
Yeah.
lawsuit.
It was like one flight or something.
Yeah.
The idea that like we,
Always
you
one
know,
case ahead.
all of us out here on the frontier aren't here because like this is the first.
No.
Look, I'm not the top of the thing,
she's-
otherwise I wouldn't be
Yeah.
here.
She's basically like, I couldn't make it as a doctor back there, so here I am.
Mm.
But he treats her like she's a competent doctor and that she can do this.
Right.
So I think she respects that.
What do they say on MASH? Meatball surgery? It's just like that whole kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just doing the best they can out here in the edge of space, man.
Well, she does actually do her due
It's high noon
diligence.
at the edge of space, Colin.
I think that what was the tagline? It's not on the Blu-ray cover that we're looking at. This movie was just released, I think, as you're listening to this in 4K from Arrow Video. They put out like a big box set of it. Yeah, so that's kind of why I just was like, oh, I'd like to see that again. I saw the ads for the other one. I think it was High Noon on Jupiter's Moon or something like that. Was
Jupiter's Moon? That would make sense.
So she actually finds
the
out-
one on Wikipedia says on Jupiter's moon he's the only law.
That's bad.
See, High Noon, Jupiter's Moon.
That's
would have been,
bad.
right? Yeah.
High noon on Jupiter's Moon, yeah.
Moon Cop.
Moon Cop. I like Moon Cop.
Know exactly what you're getting with Moon Cop.
Yeah, Moon Cop.
It's right there.
So she finds out like whatever the past month there's been 24 people. The month before that 26.
No, the month
month
I think
before
it was
that,
like
2.
Yeah. Or no, it's a 6-month period. Sorry.
Oh,
not
yeah,
that it
yeah.
matters to our
Right.
discussion, but yeah, the last 6 months has been like 24 to 30. The 6 months before that, 2.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if suddenly you're 24 people understaffed and you're in a space combine, like doing the work of 24 people?
Not
where
even
you're not gonna
understaffed,
get them
but
back?
they had like full blown like
Right.
mental breakdowns in
Right.
front of everyone. Like
So now, like, your coworkers are going crazy and you have to pick up their
their wheels like on
Yeah.
top of it, and you're like, well, shit, like it's only a matter of time till I
I was
go
gonna say,
crazy.
you're like,
Yeah,
I'm this close.
Yeah.
You want me picking up this slack?
exactly. Yeah, way to push people over the edge even faster. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about the short staffed part of it.
No.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
corporate politics, just thinking about it's making me anxious.
I know. I was like,
Truly is.
I was like, the class disparity in this movie is really the most
Yeah.
horrifying part. I think, man.
Fuck.
I got bad news for you, Michaela.
Yeah, I know. We're looking at the future here. Huh?
What like how does he actually put these things together then? So he knows that like okay, there's something is happening. There's a bunch of people dying, right? And so then he's got to figure out like okay, like where I can't remember. He ends up like finding out that it's a drug because a guy
keeps
freaks
asking,
out.
Well, he keeps asking about where do the bodies go after all these
Yeah.
incidents happen. Where the bodies going? And the doc's like, well, they usually get sent out or jettisoned or sent off on the next ship and all that stuff.
Yeah, because like there's a shuttle that arrives once
Yeah.
every week and brings supplies or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
But he gets a message from someone. Is it Montone, the black guy?
No, Montone was his like head of staff or whatever the what's the junior marshal?
Is it the other guy with the beard?
Yeah, with the beard.
That was Montone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think what happened was, that Montone is like, I've been through, divorce and all that myself. You
Yeah.
know, your wife has left you, and so you can talk to me. He's a sympathetic guy.
Right.
Like,
But Montone's also like just starting to be like, maybe I should just go along with all this stuff. It seems
Yeah.
to be the benefit of everything. Like he's just getting like into
Well,
it and being like, this isn't so bad.
I think that's what's discovered, right? Like, there's a guy who freaks out with a prostitute in a hotel room.
Yes.
And there's like a tense sequence where they have to kind of talk this guy down because he's in there with an ice. It's actually Stephen Burkhoff, right? He was Beverly Hills Cop and First Blood Part 2, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, right? Wasn't he the Russian in that?
I don't remember those movies well enough. Yeah.
No, the only Russian I remember is from Strike Commando with Red Brown. With the teeth that talked after he died.
And
But I digress.
well, so in hindsight, I'm wondering because Montone, like, sneaks through an air duct while
Yeah.
O'Neill's talking to the guy through the door. and Montone drops down in the room and blasts him away. And I was like, in hindsight,
It's evidence.
did he do that to make sure that that guy didn't talk?
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, he did.
But O'Neill's not giving up, and he ends up finding the dead guy's body, and he gets some blood from him
And it extracts some Kool-Aid, which will lead us to answers.
and takes that to the doctor, and the doctor uses her computer magic. Oh, my God.
For the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh.
They couldn't. Well, this is
Jesus.
before Windows, right? I mean, Star Trek had this figured out. You talk to it, you know,
Yeah.
the computer.
Yeah, just so there's some communication, something to fill the gaps, not just click, click, click.
We didn't mention that the first 4 minutes of this movie are text on screen expo dumps,
But like
Not
this
only that, but
planet.
stats.
Yeah.
stats, like this is how many people work there. This is how many are in this department.
This is the
how many in this
diameter of
department.
this planet.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And some of that information is important, I guess, later on, but it's
One or
it
two.
feels like they're showing you all this stuff and you're going to be quizzed on it later. The way
Yeah.
they're presenting the information makes it feel like a standardized test.
'cause
Yeah.
It goes on
Yeah.
for quite a few cuts, quite a few shots. You're just like, okay, usually most of them just like, here's your location.
Yep.
Here's the date.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're following the Alien template, right? Alien was able to do it with one on-screen thing. This
Yeah.
is the USS Nostromo.
Yeah.
Here's how much cargo it's carrying
Yes.
and all this. This one does show you it for a very long time. And it was amusing to me because, I mean, I'm just sitting there watching. It's like, okay, there's this. But you guys were vocally reacting like, oh, my God, they just keep on putting stuff on the screen because I think you were thinking, this is all going to be, we're going to take a test on this later. There's important information.
Like, if it's not
conveyed.
important, why are you putting it up there?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it because Star Wars put a bunch of text on the front of the screen to set the scene?
It
It wasn't
think you
stats.
need
That was a
it.
narrative,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
stats.
I don't think
yeah.
you need it. I
Yeah.
think it's bad
Star
when
Wars
a movie
never
does
gave
that.
me the corporate tree breakdown
Yeah,
of
yeah,
where the
yeah.
people work.
Yeah,
You didn't want
in
to
the
see the
Empire.
breakout of all the senators.
Yeah, 1,000 stormtroopers, 2,000 senators.
Star Wars didn't tell me how many people were on their admin team.
Yeah,
yeah.
Didn't care.
That's a weird thing to put in your movie.
Yeah, who's the HR rep working under Palpatine? Don't care.
Right. So I guess they're trying to
You should
convey
care about
scale.
that
but-
one.
Maybe. Somebody has made that sketch.
We have questions for that one.
Well, I think that's very true. He was not running a tight ship.
No, not at all.
But they do actually show that the place seems to be very densely packed. That's why you don't need the legend at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
All the shots are very crowded. Lots of people in these bunk rooms and hallways and, the mess hall and the bar.
And we're flying through all this shot-wise, seeing the whole layout of this place. A lot of people.
And so the doctor discovers a strange molecule in the dead guy's blood, and that is the key to what's going on in the movie. And we already said, but it's drugs.
Drugs.
And what's the properties of this drug?
Drugs.
It's basically speed.
Mhm.
It's crazy speed.
It makes you work more efficiently, but in 10 to 11 months, you'll have an episode of psychosis that you will not be able to come back from.
You're going to have crazy energy and then go insane.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So O'Neill's like, damn it, something has to be done. And how's it getting there? Well, actually, he asks a key question. Can you make it here? And they say, no, you cannot. So it has to be brought in. So now there's corruption. And how high does the corruption go? And how is he
How high
going
does
to
it go?
find this out?
To the top.
always to the
Always
top.
to the top.
So then it becomes like an investigative thriller, right? He has to try and figure out who the
Investigative thriller. We're gonna put thriller
Yeah,
down here a
yeah.
little
The
bit.
investigative in capital
very up at the
letters.
top,
Yeah.
Thriller, I'm gonna put down a little bit.
Yeah.
there's a chase scene.
There's one fast
There is
chase
a
scene.
lot of sequences with no dialogue and no nothing, and you're just watching people watch other people.
Right. And it doesn't help that the other chase scenes get slowed down by the by space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
at the
So
the climax.
There's one chase scene.
Yeah, because he eventually identifies, I think, the two drug dealers. We see them throughout the movie, wandering around and plying their trade in the locker rooms and all that. And then O'Neill figures out who they are. I don't remember how he figured that out.
He's
but
following security footage and looking at people and
yeah. And so, and he has seen, I think, the evidence that the drug dealers meet with Shepard. That's Peter Boyle. And Montone, his
Right.
his deputy.
Yeah. Did we say that he did a search engine of what the like the criminal history of everyone on board.
Oh, that's how he identified
And then
him.
he narrowed it down which of those had drug crimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which that's always, if you've never done that in your spare time, looked up the county court records for people you know. It's a good time. You can learn a lot about someone that way. So I don't fault him for doing.
I've absolutely done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would be cool. Again, it's cool that we have windows because
Yes.
he has to do everything through a mother like
Yes,
interface,
yeah.
where you have to type in your query.
Yes.
It's like how many of the, and we see every letter going
Yep.
in. Okay, so this
Every
is,
letter.
but again, it's like, do you have to excuse the movie because that's all that they
This
like
movie
that
saw an
was,
alien and thought the computer was the most interesting
that
part.
was cutting edge in
Yeah.
But it's an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Of that there's no reason for it to be that long.
They stretch those scenes out and they like double down. Like we watch a 5-minute scene of him tapping a phone and then follow it up with like him typing in what he did.
Yeah.
We know you just tapped the phone. We watched you do it. You don't have to type it in and we
Well, and
watched
the-
every
the-
letter, you know.
How long was that scene with the son? Because that felt like 10
felt like
minutes.
forever.
It took so long.
That felt like they were riffing
I
on
love you, Daddy.
2001, like that phone call the guy has with his son back on Earth. It was like a version of that. I think that what
They weren't riffing though. They're serious.
Yeah.
they're trying to do. Well, I mean, borrowing
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that you think worked in the Kubrick movie and importing it, but I get the intent of it was like his family, his wife took the kid and they're on a shuttle.
But this
Right.
kid actor is so fucking terrible.
Yeah,
He's not selling it. I don't know.
I don't think that was actually him talking.
Yeah.
It seemed
it
seemed like he was dubbed.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
It didn't work.
Everything on those video monitors that they showed felt like what equivalent to our modern day AI, where their lips.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
it matches really.
You know what? Actually, now that I'm going through my memory banks, the first time we met the kid, I thought he had an English accent.
Yeah.
And on
He
the
was probably
recording,
dubbed.
he
Telling
was
ya.
American.
I'm telling you, that kid was
Maybe.
dubbed.
It was the braces. That's what made
Yeah.
it.
And it's not necessarily fair to this movie, but where we're living now, we've seen this scene perfected in Interstellar, and that was done
That's
in
the
like,
first thing I thought
and that
of.
was done in like 30 seconds. That scene was not very long at all, and yet it was impactful and emotional, and you got
Yeah.
all the information you needed.
Yeah.
So, like,
Meanwhile, Sean Connery's all of his emotions are internal.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
internal,
Mhm.
never external, and so it's just.
And
like,
this kid
okay,
doesn't
you
know what
fucking
emotion
rock.
is.
Feel something, Jesus!
It's all in his eyes. Oh my God.
It's
The man
not,
had semaphore his
though. No.
entire novels with his eyes.
Ah,
Who, Sean Connery?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I'm already not on board with the whole like. He's been there a day, and his wife is like, you know what? Peace out. I'm gone.
I can't take.
Why didn't he go with her? I mean, like, really? We hear some like lackluster excuse later on of what his mission is for staying. But you've been there a day, and your wife's peacing out. You would go with her.
Yeah, this
Like, I'm not buying it.
that speaks to a lot of built up tension with her. Because apparently this has been going on for a long time, so like it feels like they should have had this conversation.
They should have had this conversation.
Well, she should have had the conversation, or maybe they do. Maybe
I'm
that's
sure
the thing.
He's not even paying attention.
He's just
to it.
like, no, well, yeah,
Well,
because I get that's the thing. She has talked about
yeah,
this
they
to him
they say
before,
that they've talked about this.
Yeah.
but he keeps taking the jobs because he has, it's a sense of duty, right?
Right.
It's like, this is what I am called to do. I have to do that. I'm the only guy. I'm the marshal. I have to
then
do
you're
the
gonna
job.
do it alone.
This
pal.
is like a cop movie trope of like, he's just so dedicated to the job, he's going to lose his family over it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
this
that's
is
such bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, he could switch careers, I guess, and do something else. But
Yeah.
I like the way that, so going into that, then the movie actually does kind of explore that, right? Because later he is cornered and like, okay, so, when all the chips are down, it's like, do you think you're doing? You think you're making a difference? And then it is like, he really is trying to prove something to himself because of the stuff that got him here. I don't know, like,
And
what
he
happened to
He
this
does
guy
give
in
a
the
speech.
Yeah.
But it's still such bullshit. It's like nothing you say is going to excuse the fact that you're choosing to do this instead of going with your family.
I don't know. I bought it. He had to find something else about himself, but and his sense of duty. But
I the words of his speech in the what is it, squash or racquetball?
yeah,
Racquetball.
racquetball, yeah.
Well, his speech in the racquetball court. I like it. I like the words. I don't like Sean Connery delivering it. I
What?
don't feel it.
Really?
I don't.
Oh man, I was like, give this
yeah?
man an Oscar. Yeah.
No.
Really?
No, didn't feel it.
Yeah, the whole way through this movie, I thought like this guy is like this is why he's such a great actor. It's like he's saying these lines, and like I believed everything that he said. You're saying no?
No, Stone the entire time.
Not
I
at
could
all.
not access Sean Connery in this movie.
He was phoning in this whole movie.
Really?
Felt pretty
yeah.
flat to me.
Yeah.
Stoic
It's
the whole time.
Stoic the whole time.
Yeah.
Stoic
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cutback to shots of him just.
Yep, just staring.
That's
staring
interesting.
ahead, yep.
Yeah, no, I thought there was a lot of, like I was
Okay.
reading the emotion on his face, but yeah, if you're not, then it's not being communicated. I was
didn't
sitting there
think so.
going like, I see what he's thinking.
I
I
think-
understand why
okay.
he's there.
I have a theory that Colin has there's like a soft spot for these types of movies because I'm having deja vu. We had this like exact same conversation about what was that Brad Pitt space movie that you liked that I didn't
Astra.
like. Yeah. You also felt that way about Brad Pitt and Ad Astra. And I was like,
he
I'm not
is right.
seeing
You
it.
know
saying
what?
he-
You're right because he is the same. He is very stoic in that movie.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm like I've had this conversation before. What was it about? Yes.
Another
it was Ad
space
Astra.
movie.
Yeah. And that movie too is also kind of like blue collar space workers in that movie. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Another one. Yeah, that's right. You're saying you wouldn't recommend that one. I did. That was
I
like
did like Ad
Apocalypse.
Astra,
I liked
Wow,
parts
now in
of it.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like 8 different movies mashed into
It
one.
truly is because
So,
it's
yeah.
a moon space chase on
Yeah,
that movie.
exactly.
I know, which was awesome. I didn't.
Yes,
when
I liked
Right.
that part. It was
that
everything
part's-
after that was not. Yeah,
Everything else is very. It's
the climax of the movie is the least interesting part of that
Isn't
movie.
that just a conversation between
yes,
father and son?
Yes.
Yeah, but that was. But that one, it was like I love Apocalypse Now, and that was like really.
Apparently, we need to do Ad
lifting
Astra on the show.
from Apocalypse Now. All right, so where are we? Where's O'Neill at this point? So he before the squash tournament. Well, okay, so he
He's
has
talking to Montone. Well, because they had the conversation, they reveal it to each other in the.
in the squash. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, I got you on
Yeah.
camera.
He's like, I know what you're doing.
How deep into it are you?
Yeah, so he's kind of interrogating his friend at that point, or his his sergeant at that
It
point.
does seem to be the guy that he actually trusts on the station.
Yeah, and he's being honest with him at this point. He's just like, look, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to help you, but I'm also just like, do what you do. But he's
Yeah,
also
'cause
like,
he's-
this is the
he's-
way it is.
Because he's like, okay, so basically, like, you don't do anything bad, but you just don't do anything.
Yeah,
at all.
he does
Yeah.
say that,
Yeah.
which is good.
And he's like, yeah, I don't want you. I want Shepard. You know, the big kingpin
Mhm.
at the station. So he goes to Shepard, which I thought was kind of ballsy. It's like, what do you have? What are you going to do this? But he's like, I got your. I know, that because that was even before he intercepted the shipment.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he goes in and is like, I know what you're up to, and I know how this is going on, and whatever. And Shepard's like, what? You think you're actually going to do? Because he has, like, I think the backing of the company is
Yes.
happy
That's what he
because
says.
he's actually producing,
Right.
Yeah.
and also there's like the mob or
Mhm.
whatever the wherever he's getting his supply from,
Yeah.
and they're backing him, and so anything that goes wrong here has consequences, like on the other stations or something like that.
Seems
They're
so.
going to get found out, and their whole enterprise is going to go bad, and this is they want it to continue.
Yeah.
So the stakes raised, right?
Stakes raised. Everything is against Sean Connery.
I like that Shepard's thing is like, if you're trying to like get your price up, like I'll pay you, it's like, this is smart. But if you're actually trying to do something, well, then you're stupid,
Yeah.
And I think Sean Connery's thing is like, what? He wants to do, he's seeing like, this is the right thing. You have to do the right thing, even though if it's the most unpopular thing.
Yeah.
So his next move is to,
Grab a shotgun.
no, he actually tracks down, I think there was that chase scene where he tracked down the drug dealer, right? Where they ended up.
That was a fucking long chase scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like
They-
covered the
they
entire.
ran through the
long, but it
entire
didn't feel
rig.
like anything happened.
Nothing
Because you're in a
happened.
spaceship, you're in a confined space. You can't get anywhere. That's the
Yeah.
problem with the chase scene.
No,
in
it
the
was a
confined space.
super long chase scene with like, I mean, he eventually, catches up with the guy and they have a fight in the kitchen, but
Yeah.
it's like, but still, like, it's not worth the chase.
It didn't feel like it was worth
No,
being that long.
it
to
was
chase.
so long.
Yeah, because I felt that. I'm like, you're on a. It's like it's not like you can go to another country,
Right.
Or
Right.
get on a bus.
Yeah, where are you
it's
going
like,
to go?
We
Right.
can't jet set here, Bond.
yeah.
Right.
How are you going to hide in this? I mean, yeah, it's a big place, but like it's finite. you know.
Yeah, so there's a chase, drugs are thrown, hands are boiled
Yeah.
for whatever reason, but he gets it, and he gets this guy.
So now he has the drug.
And he puts him in zero gravity jail.
I love zero gravity
I
jail.
do too. Okay, they said that you have a hard time sleeping because you can't, like, there's
can't feel the floor.
nothing to rest on. I don't know about that, man. Bobbing around like that seems pretty sleepy to me.
I don't
you
know, like
I don't know.
if you watch stuff about actual astronauts,
Yeah.
they talk about how like it's really fucking
Right,
hard
where they have to strap themselves to the wall.
yeah, they have to,
like,
like,
we need something.
yeah,
around
they have to,
us
like
in order
sleep
to
in space is really hard.
No, that sounds
Yeah.
like a fucking nightmare. Just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It looks more comfortable than regular jail to me. Like you're just floating in the suit.
I've never wanted you to try something more.
I'll try
than
it.
zero gravity
Yeah.
sleeping.
I feel like it would be really relaxing for a while,
Yeah.
and then eventually you would start to go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like being in a pool for a little bit, but you're just And I've fallen asleep in a pool before.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
water
eventually you
beds
get-
are a thing.
Eventually, you
But
get
also
tired of it. and you
zero
wanna get
gravity
out.
But also
chairs.
there is weight on that,
Yeah.
which
Well,
does help.
Or would it
You
feel?
settle. You settle as a person. I think that's why you go to sleep.
Would it feel like you're drunk and the world is spinning?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
maybe.
that's the worst.
The
That's
spin.
the
No.
worst.
Sounds like-
Yeah.
hopefully that's what it's like for the prisoner.
Right. Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah.
It's like, you'll talk soon. Click.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I think that's when well, no, because that guy ends up dead, right?
It's like being
Yeah.
stuck in that Willy Wonka scene just forever until you start talking.
Well,
Fizzy
clearly,
lifting drinks never
The
ending.
fizzy lifting drinks? Yeah, got it.
does that mean that there's somebody on the police force that's, I mean, I don't know, that or Shepard went and killed this guy himself. I don't assume that happened, right? He had somebody do it,
Mhm.
in which case it's either Montone or the turncoat that we learn about later.
Yeah.
I think it was Montone.
Is that why? So did Montone, then we find him dead in a locker, reminiscent of David Carradine.
Oh wow, Jesus. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? Well, he's strangled
Yeah.
himself or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes,
yeah.
you're not wrong.
Yes.
I was like,
Reminiscent of the first Final Destination where the guy strangles himself in the bathtub.
yeah.
Yeah.
But did
More
he do
so
it?
than a real
was
life death.
It, was it suicide or did
No,
I mean,
he's
somebody had to shove him back in the
this
I was like,
movie
in the
or
movie or David Carradine? Because that's
Sorry,
yeah.
in the
I was
movie,
like,
in the movie.
okay,
Okay, yeah, no, this one, somebody killed him.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any autoerotic.
It was just asphyxiation, yeah, he was not in there
don't
for
know.
sex habits.
It
Yeah.
doesn't say on the back of this, but I don't think it's in there.
So now he's dead, but he has sent or supposedly sent a message to O'Neill saying you can check the food shipment. That is how they're getting their
Right.
drugs.
Yes.
Yes.
And so O'Neill goes down there into the room with all the hanging slabs of beef.
And he's strangled to death.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
I love this plan, right? He's like,
Do you?
well, I mean, like what happened there? Why did he go with it? Because he has a collar on that prevents
does.
the
Yeah.
garrote.
How
right?
did somebody else get garroted before that he knew this was going to happen, or does he wear this in all of his turtlenecks?
Did he have a bulletproof vest on? Also,
Right.
you know, it's like, would he go down
Yeah,
there?
what do you get prepared for? How would you even what did? And I'm seriously asking, did this happen earlier that he saw a body this happened to that he would plan for this?
Not that
I'm
know.
wondering
It's a
why.
problem.
Why is he prepared for this?
I don't know. Because he's just one step ahead of all the
Instead of
yeah.
just getting out of it, they went to the trouble of him having a neck
Well,
brace.
Right.
because he wanted the guy to think, because he didn't know where the drugs were. He's like, they're in here. I'm probably going to get jumped. He goes in, the guy jumps him. He's like, oh, I'm dead. And then he can watch the slab of beef that the guy goes to.
The guy
and he's
could
like,
have had a
"Ah."
blackjack and smacked him over
yeah.
the head. Like he wasn't prepared
And
for
you'd
that.
have to search like a lot more to find the stuff.
Sure, no, I understand that, but he was right on the money,
Yeah.
and he shouldn't have been. But yes, so it is revealed that there's drugs in the beef. It's always drugs in the beef.
I love the dedication to drug dealers.
There's drugs in the beef.
I love the dedication of drug dealers. You know, they'll never be on time, but they will get there eventually. You know, do you think someone from the government has to go sit down in some guy's living room and play like Tony Hawk for an hour before he'll come bring out the drugs to him? So,
That's all how all government drug deals happen.
yeah, they have to do it the way the rest of us used to. You know.
Yep.
That's really
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
Nintendo
They don't
64
have like
in
guys
every
that deliver. I would assume at that level you get.
I mean, I don't know.
shows that you get personalized.
Colin, I
service.
only have experience with low-level drug buying, so I don't know. I don't get a luxury white glove
Yeah,
experience.
there's no security.
Yeah.
You had no security pass to get
Nope.
to the higher levels.
No.
for all
I
that.
often think that in movies when they're like, the shipment's got to be on time. I'm
Yeah.
like, in what fucking world?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Never been on time.
They never do refer to it as the merchandise in this movie. I was kind of disappointed.
The shipment is
The
mostly
shipment.
the shipment.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the merchandise though. It's a very lethal weapon.
Right. So then O'Neill brags to Shepard that, like, I flushed it down the toilet or destroyed it. And
All your evidence? Why?
Yep.
I'm sure he's got some.
Shepard's unhappy. He's
But again,
like,
it's just little bags of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So he's got, was it every month the maybe it was every month that the shuttle arrived? Sure. I said every week, but maybe it was every month. So it's like a month's worth of the drug he doesn't have. And he's like the kingpin who's been
So
distributing
where is it coming from?
the space station.
Space Mob.
So Space Mob
Okay.
has got
Moon Cop and
hooked
Space
into-
Mob.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Space Mob is at the space station.
yeah. I'm
So is that like
infiltrated everywhere.
So is that like a little city? Because
I assume.
they talk like the space station is like a city, like
it
a
feels
hub,
like it.
right?
It feels
Yeah.
like it. I would
And this
say
is
so.
what 70 hours. I think they set it up in that.
That was one of the
legend
stats at the beginning,
It was
yes.
70 hours from
There's
here to the
just-
space station, and then 1 year of travel from the space station to
Right.
Earth.
That's why I'm like, there's so much exposition dump at the beginning, but it's not answering the questions I want answered.
No,
Right.
It answers
Like-
very few questions.
Like there,
I
it
would
takes
say.
a year to get to Earth, so
from
it's
the
like
space station.
right. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, how like do they send shipments from Earth like every day to try to keep
Right.
Yeah.
supplies coming?
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
have to, right?
The guys from Alien are space truckers.
Like
They're out
yeah.
there on the supply
Space
lines.
truckers. They have
Yeah.
to send space truckers like every day
So you
because
wanna
it's
know
a
what the
year.
supply line logistics.
I really do. I have so many questions about it.
The Space Mob movie does sound more interesting
It
too.
sounds
The
so
Space Mob
interesting,
movie.
We
yeah.
got two
Yeah.
movies we could come up with out of this one movie.
Space Mob and
Space Mob
Moon
for
Cop?
sure.
Well, no, it's the prostitutes. So.
The prostitute
Oh, yeah.
movie
Can
is
we
Yeah.
also do Moon Cop?
Why not?
Space
Do
wars.
this movie
Oh, this is
justice?
movie. Yeah.
Space wars.
Space Horse.
Yeah.
So then Shepard makes a call to the space station, and this is where the movie adapts the plot of High Noon, right? He has contracted with two professional hitmen that are going to come out here and take care of his problem
Yeah.
and kill O'Neill for him. And the question is asked, like, is anybody going to get in the way? And Shepard's very confident that no one's going to stick their neck out here. Everybody just keeps their head down, and you'll have no trouble at all.
Yeah.
And I think there's also the threat: if this goes wrong, Shepard, the next, whatever
Your
guys
ass is
are
next.
they're coming
They're
for
gonna
you.
Come looking for someone, and I'll have you. Basically.
So the clock starts. How long until this shuttle arrives with the killers on it, and O'Neill
70
then?
hours, 60 hours, 40 hours, 20 hours, 1 hour.
Well, what's he going to do in the meantime? As he's waiting for these guys to show up and kill him?
Well, he does a little.
Investigate.
Yeah, he plays racquetball a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of racquetball.
He drinks a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. He
Um,
watches that video probably 20.
He watches that video. He
times.
loads and hides his shotguns.
Yep.
Oh yeah, shotguns. More shotguns.
Yeah.
all over
He
the
sets
place.
traps. Kevin McAllister's
have
his
we
thing.
You
have we
stop.
like?
Because that is an insult to Kevin McAllister. I know you hate that
He
movie,
was-
but that's
okay.
no reason to insult
I
him.
know we talked about this like during the movie, but I don't think we've talked about it on air. Like how shotguns are the weapon of this movie.
Yeah, like when we say shotguns, we mean like they should be an Old West movie, not this movie. Like,
Well,
yeah.
this is
this
the
the-
Western
yeah,
of it all,
but
and
it's so it
that's
doesn't
the
fit with the
weapon.
rest
it
of the
doesn't
movie.
fit
Yeah,
with the movie,
Yeah.
like the technology and the advancement.
There are no other guns. It's just
Yeah,
shotguns.
that might be the thing that throws me off the most. Is there are no other guns.
It is
No
like the
handguns.
most impractical.
Yeah, because everyone
gun.
should have a side weapon that is just a handgun of some sort, but none of them do.
They had what looked like handcuffs on the belt, but
Yeah.
they looked
Yeah,
like the
they're
only
like
thing
little
that
like key
Fingers,
rings.
little
your
finger
fingers would
handcuffs.
fit in.
Yeah,
maybe they do. Maybe that was it. They're finger
I
cuffs.
think they do.
Come up.
Finger cuffs.
Get together. It's just two Chinese fingertips.
yes.
Ah! I can't get out.
So we get the idea that O'Neill is going to be alone in his fight. Everybody basically says they're not doing it. His new staff sergeant says, the other guys, they got families. It's like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
None of the administrators are going to do
The
anything.
whole system is so big. How do we fight it?
Yeah.
Why should we fight it?
Yep. And he does have that one last call with his wife
Oh, thank God.
and son.
Hi, Daddy. I miss you, Daddy. Daddy.
So much
Daddy. So much Daddy.
Yeah. And he has his heart-to-heart with the doctor. Doctor's name is Lazarus. Dr. Lazarus.
Yeah.
it is.
So
Yeah.
clever.
Of course it is.
And so then the shuttle arrives like a couple hours early, and everybody takes the day off.
We know that
sick.
because it says early.
Yeah,
Early.
like, oh my God, what's he gonna do? So then,
Get a shotgun.
yeah. So it's basically becomes like the movie is almost silent from this
It's a lot of
part
silence.
on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which makes time pass very slowly, I think. Especially coming off of The Good Son last week, which had this like soaring, like whimsical soundtrack under the most mundane scenes
Yeah, a soundtrack that was going for it. And
Yeah.
you go to a movie that's not.
Yeah.
So what were they trying for? What was the
The
I don't
silence
know.
of space.
Yeah.
Well, it's got music.
Everything that comes
It's
with
got
it.
Did it have music?
yeah, Jerry Goldsmith. It sounded like the score to Alien under
Okay.
there. Yeah.
I truthfully don't remember the score.
Well,
we
what-
just watched it.
Yeah.
So what were they going for in these scenes? They didn't pull it off. You're saying?
I think they thought it was tense, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
Electronic. It felt like more
Mm.
computer machinery, I guess, from what I can remember.
the music.
Yeah.
Or the
Oh,
But maybe it all blended into like the sound of what was going on in this movie, and it just doesn't stand out. Because, like Holly said, I can't think of. I couldn't hum a few bars if you put a gun in my head.
I was
A
disappointed.
shotgun in my head. Yeah.
I was disappointed that the professional killers, their first shot at him in the commissary,
Were
they
you-
miss.
yeah. I was like, were you disappointed
How
that
did I
one?
miss?
Because one of them was blind in one eye.
Oh, the guy from Jaws 3D.
Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
friend of Philip Fitzroyce is blind. He's got one milky eye. These people.
One milky eye.
One milky eye. Copyright 2025. Saturday Freak Show. One milky eye. Because these killers show up from the ship and in which everyone is waiting, but then they stop and they put together their weapons of choice, which are just shotguns, more shotguns,
Right.
but with
Scopes.
scopes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't
Yeah.
matter or help.
Right.
I mean, I got that it was infrared. They're supposed to be seeing in the dark, but it doesn't seem to help them.
it's still a
or it's
shotgun.
maybe because he just outwits them.
There's
No, Colin, it's not.
There's so much kickback with a shotgun. There's no point of a scope.
No.
Like, no.
And most of the time they're carrying them around hip high anyway.
Yeah.
to just, you
And
know,
like
shoot.
a scope is for precision. A shotgun spreads.
it's not precise. Yeah.
That's the whole
It's a
point of
shell, it
shotgun.
spreads.
And you're in
So
space.
stupid.
It's so
You're
dumb.
in pressurized
Yeah.
environments.
So you want to shoot as many little BBs as you can.
Right.
That makes total
Yeah.
sense.
Why are we making these pressurized environments of this kind of glass?
Well, you
We
know,
shouldn't be using glass like this.
no, it
to
would
build
be.
space structure.
They'd be better off using like a dart gun. It should be blow darts and shit that they're blowing around at each other.
Anything
Because that is
would
like,
be better.
you could still take someone out with that, but you're not going to blow a hole in the side of the
Yeah.
spaceship,
Yeah.
you know?
Fucking tranquilizer.
Exactly. That's what I'm
what they should be
saying.
doing.
Shoot the
Something.
drugs right into them that way, too,
Yeah,
you know?
it's lethal.
Yeah.
tranquilizers.
Yeah.
It's something.
Exactly. It's cleaner. It's, you know?
Well, I missed it. I guess the first time I thought that the 2001 hallway was like all white pipes, you know, but I think it was like It was like some
Yeah.
kind of
It's an
inflatable.
inflatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he uses that to his advantage. He traps one guy. Well, actually, I think Dr. Lazarus does actually come to his aid.
Yes. To get rid of one of the dudes.
And helps O'Neill trap this one guy in a tunnel, and then blows the tunnel and kills the guy. So we get, I think, the third exploding face of the movie.
It's good every time it happens. It should have happened more.
Well, you say even 3 times, wasn't it?
More.
Like, more,
More, Colin. More. Based on what I got with the rest of this movie, more. More
Okay.
exploding face.
Well, the
there's the
second,
greenhouse.
so then there's the big greenhouse, which I don't think we see prior to this in the movie. It's just like scaffolding with plants growing on it, and the guy with the scope is in there trying to figure out where O'Neill went, but O'Neill, outwitting him, says, "I'm going to go outside into space wearing my spacesuit," which you're right means that we're going to do zero gravity chase scenes, which are slowed down by the absence of gravity. So how does he dispatch the greenhouse goon?
He drops something.
Yeah, he
that
drops
looks
a
like
panel.
shadow of a
He drops
does.
a panel.
I really thought when he started pulling this panel off the ship and threw it down, I thought he was like, "I'm gonna hit him." Just threw it at him like we get a sliced off head or something like that.
God.
No, just to see the shadow outside of it. This idiot blows a hole through the glass and then gets sucked out into space and then evaporated, as we do see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, Space Mob did not send their A-team on this
Doesn't
mission.
No.
No.
Right, it doesn't feel like it. Unless that's the best they had, which you would think
Space
organization.
Mob,
good.
come
Maybe we're
on.
giving
because
them
these
more
guys-
credit than they
These
deserve.
guys would have been prepared. Like I think of
Yeah.
Desperado or Once Upon a Time in Mexico, where the other assassins show up with suitcases full of like other shit to shoot them with.
Yeah.
Like these guys should have had like spacesuits with magnetic boots so that they could like walk on the ship and go follow
Yeah.
them and everything. Like these assassins should have been prepared for every environment on this ship. But these are also not characters. They don't introduce them.
No,
they
they're
don't
just
do anything
the
with
faceless,
them.
yeah.
We see most of their backs through all of this
And
thing.
just
Like,
one
they
milk-
don't matter.
And
But
just
do you
one
need
milky eye.
Do you need a character?
I do.
Really? For those guys?
Yeah, 'cause
They're
otherwise
the
he's
guys
just-
with the guns that are going to kill him.
Otherwise, he's just fighting NPCs. Like there's nothing interesting about
Yeah,
this.
nothing else is really all
Especially
that
if it's going to be
interesting.
silent or quiet, except for sound effects and walking and bullshit for the next 15, 20 minutes. I would like a character. Somebody who's got like a shitty catchphrase or something. Something
Yes.
that's going to entertain me. This did not.
You know what
They
was?
do nothing.
You know what?
You had a milky eye and you didn't even use
You're
it.
right. We
You didn't even use it.
barely saw it.
You know what was what changed movies,
Use your
right?
milky eye.
Like at this point in time, I'm thinking about this. Like these guys didn't actually like nobody in Hollywood like recognized like kung fu movies, right?
Yeah.
And once they did, it completely changed this type of character. He would be the guy who the ultimate, assassin who
Yes.
can pull all this stuff off and do
Right. There's
you know,
a reason these assassins were sent in there.
yeah, well, it also it looks more kinetic, I suppose, if you
Yes.
can do a bunch of kung fu while you're hunting somebody down. They're
Indeed.
they come off like, they're just hunters.
That's
you know,
it.
they're hunting the game. You know, and
Yeah.
they
They're
always,
shit
you
at
know,
it.
The shit, and we don't really see a facial expression on these guys. Again, it's all from behind.
Yeah, and they're all business. I mean, I
All
get
business.
that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't have a problem
Not
with
good
it. Like
business.
you're,
Not good
it's like
business.
I get that.
Not
they're-
interesting business.
Well, they're trying to kill him. He's trying to kill or not be killed. And so.
It's not good enough.
So, but it turns out there's a third surprise assassin.
Indeed. I
Which
forgot his name.
I don't know, the second sergeant.
Yeah, the guy who
The
filled
black
in.
sergeant
Yeah, because
in his red spacesuit.
Yeah.
I think Shepard had alluded that there's somebody who's an inside guy and he's never going to get away with anything because I got an inside guy. And so the inside guy is revealed. So I think this is maybe the guy who killed the dude in the 0G
Oh, yeah.
cell.
Probably.
And they fight alongside some kind of array of sparking, panels.
Yeah,
And,
why are all these panels electrified?
yeah,
I feel like it's their solar panels, but they're just like,
right.
let's electrify them for some reason.
And I would hope, and the way that, of course, that O'Neill wins the day is by detaching a oxygen hose from the suit. And I would hope that in the future it is much harder than to just wiggle out somebody's oxygen hose.
That's
Right.
That's what I was thinking the whole
Just
time.
grab
I'm like,
on it. It
How
pulls
hard
off.
is this going to be to pull this guy's hose out?
Right.
Because
You
it
gotta,
should
like,
be
unscrew
very
that
hard.
shit. You know, it takes
The
a
connection
while
should
to
be very,
do
yeah. Oh God, had this movie just gone with I have to unscrew it and then just
Yeah.
the next 10 minutes.
You know how gas pumps are made so if someone drives away with like the nozzle, it just breaks, but gas doesn't go everywhere.
Yes.
You need that kind of like system. It can break off, but it's gonna seal up like immediately
Yeah.
or
I have
something.
oxygen
Yeah.
tanks in my legs or something.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
me alive for the next
Yeah.
10 minutes.
This
You
was
can't-
this was basically a vacuum attachment.
Yes, it was. It really was.
He wiggles it out, and the guy,
Yeah.
another guy explodes, but we don't
Yes.
see that one, unfortunately.
No, there's a
The-
couple
Yeah.
of explosions we don't see, which I would rather have, but what are you gonna do?
So you do get like a finish to the O'Neill Shepard mano a mano thing. O'Neill goes into the club where everybody's
not good
gathered
enough.
around and just
That's not
socks
good
him in
enough,
the
Collins.
face.
Punches him in the face.
Yeah, because I think the implication is that like the machinery now, the legal machinery is going to like look into this, and the whole
Yeah.
thing's going to come down.
He's like, my work
is
is
there?
done.
Yeah, because the doctor's like the whole shit show is going to happen here now. It's
If
like
she hadn't have said it, there's nothing in the rest of the movie that says like this is not a satisfying conclusion for the relationship between those two. Where a guy sent in a couple of assassins to kill him and he just punches him and just hopes it
Right.
like
You know what I was missing? I thought
An
what
arrest?
he was going to do, right, would be just turn to the crowd and say, like, I will give $10,000 to whoever kills him right now.
right, whoever grabs him like something.
Yeah.
Like there was something unfinished or unsatisfying with the way because of how everyone on the ship reacted towards Sean Connery for this, they don't like him. They turn their back on him for most of this movie.
I don't know if
and
that's...
they never get back to his side.
Because I was wondering about that. I'm like, does every single person on this station agree with Shepard? Or
It feels like it.
It feels like it because
I think
nobody
they're
reacts.
I think they're just indifferent. They're all just like, I just want to get paid.
Yeah.
It really is.
But there's gotta
They're
be...
staying out
But
of
that's
it.
not good for your characters.
No, there has to be some people in that group who are like behind what he's doing. It's like, because he is doing heroic shit
Yes.
here. And somebody's been like, I want him to do it, but I'm not fucking saying anything. But when he actually
Right.
does it, there should be somebody like, you know,
A slow clap.
Kudos
Give this
to
man a
you,
slow
dude,
clap,
you know?
something. There's nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing that says what he did is good. There's no reaction from anybody that says what he did is good.
except the doctor, I guess, is
But,
where
okay,
the
but
movie's
she's-
giving us that, but I don't think that's good enough.
It's
I
not good
think
enough.
You
No.
need
Because he's not
even-
doing it just for her. He's doing it
I
for
think
all of
you
them.
said in that scene, it was like, well, nobody stood up, nobody said anything,
Right.
nobody did it. They're just like, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I was-
Nobody cheered when
I
he
was
got-
like, someone buy this goddamn man a drink.
Was it you?
Right.
You
Yeah.
said that? Yeah.
Yeah, like he punches in and walks away, and someone's just like, symbolically, someone hands him a beer,
Slaps him on the
especially-
back anyway.
Yeah.
Especially because of the scene earlier where he comes in, he's the cop going into the bar. Everyone's eyeballing him because why is the cop here at the bar? And when he gets to the bar, he gets a drink, and everyone fucking relaxes because like, okay, he's a human.
You know what would have
he's
been
here to have a drink
You know
as
what would
well.
have been satisfying? As he's walking out, bartender hollers at him, shoves a beer down the bar. He grabs it, keeps walking as he's drinking, and
Yeah.
everyone claps.
Yeah.
I would have liked
Or some
that.
slow clap.
Or-
Yeah.
I would have liked
God
that.
forbid we do something that every other, like, get some ADR or something, just like, hey, get that fucker off my table. Or like they're talking about Shepard, and or they're picking him up, escorting him out of the hall. Something. There's
Yeah.
nothing at the end of this.
No, nothing. Because
And,
everyone's just like, I hope we still get paid.
Yeah, that's it. Ugh.
and
What
O'Neill,
a future. What a
apparently,
disappointing, depressing future.
well, he does take Holly's advice and he goes off to, because now his job is done. He's proved something to himself. And he's like, okay, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this anymore. I assume he's going to find another line of work or retire after this. Who knows?
He's too young to retire. Outland 2. Shotgun Boogaloo. I don't know.
I mean, his kid's going off to college in 6 months, so he's got
Yeah,
Apparently.
he's
Yeah.
got to put him through college. You know,
That kid's not going to higher
no, that
education.
kid's
No,
not going to
no.
college. That kid's
No,
not going
that
to
kid's
college.
going to be happen digging dishes.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to this discussion about Outland. We are going to go around the table and tell you whether or not we would recommend that you rush out and purchase the new Arrow Video 4K edition, or just, look it up on streaming. But first, we're going to read some of your mail. And in order to do that, we're going to have to summon our mailman, Igor. Bring us the mail.
Masters, the mail. I've got the mail. So many letters. Our followers are rising.
Why, thank you, Igor.
Been to space, Igor?
Parts of him, right?
He looks like
Think
he's
parts.
halfway exploded from space exposure.
He does look like he is of space.
Yeah.
I think parts of him fell from space.
Mhm.
Oh, do we get him from a
comet.
asteroid?
Yeah.
A comet?
Mhm.
Planet?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like it.
All right,
That's
we
the
should.
goo that fills his veins.
Yeah.
Well, we should let the good folks at home know how they can participate on this interactive portion of our show by following along on Facebook,
Facebook.com/Saturday Night Freak Show.
on X,
At Sat Freak Show.
by email,
SaturdayNightFreakShow@yahoo.com.
and on Instagram at Saturday Night Freak Show. About tonight's movie, Outland, Ryan Abraxas writes in and said, I'd heard about this movie before, but I finally decided to watch it only because I knew it was coming up on your show, and I'm glad I did because it was great. Also, does anyone else miss the 80s trope of important discussions happening on racquetball courts? We need to bring that back.
It really was a big thing.
It was a
It
big
happened
thing.
a lot.
Nowadays, it would be pickleball.
It would be
Yeah, there you go.
fucking pickleball. Yeah, it would.
All this hatred toward pickle. I like
Yeah, because it's just smaller tennis, dude. It's the same thing.
No, but I mean, this is the evolution. In the 80s, it was racquetball, and now it's pickleball. That's just
I
how
know.
it
It used
goes.
to be a corporate midday retreat.
It's just how it
in which
goes.
we
And
discuss other
The visit to the strip club where they
Yeah.
discuss like the case. That I don't even know what they've replaced that with.
True.
They're just in the car now.
Yeah, it's all driving.
Michael Whitaker says, Outland is not to be confused with the one and only spinoff of the classic comic strip Bloom County. This is the one that stars Sean Connery. Like 8 people will get that reference, me and 7 others who don't listen to the podcast, but I'm going to let it stand because I really like the comic. I don't get it.
Good for you.
I
Larry.
don't.
All right.
I'm happy for
Love
you.
it.
Yeah, I don't.
I am
don't
aware
get
of
it.
the Bloom County, right?
No,
That's the one
I don't
with,
know. I don't know what this
No
is.
idea.
I have no idea what
No
it is.
idea.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Kryptonian Orphan writes in and said, not even related to the movie, but if the Saturday Night Freak Show, if Saturday Night Freak Show Sean could read the following line in Connery's voice, it would make my week.
Oh.
Go to cameo.com/Saturday Freak Show and pay him for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is,
services.
yeah. I've had women along on past exploits and found them to be, at best, a distraction. That's off the bat.
Well done.
That's the best
Yeah.
I got.
Well done.
Nice.
I can do better. A Celebrity Jeopardy,
Yeah.
Connery. That's for another day.
That was a line from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Sean.
Has that been done on
I
this
was going to
show?
ask
We all
what that was
seen,
from.
Yeah.
Treasure.
Has that been done on this?
It has
podcast?
not.
No, it has not.
The movie that retired. Sean?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
his last film,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, it has not been done. It should be.
Last week we watched a movie called The Good Son, and David Brown writes in and says, I haven't seen The Good Son since seeing it in theaters, but I remember enjoying it. I was never a Home Alone fan, but Macaulay Culkin made for an interesting villain.
Yes.
I need to correct Michaela, who bemoaned there was 7 Stalked by My Doctor movies. Actually, there are 5, and I'm not ashamed much that I've seen them all. Fun fact, I met Eric Roberts at a convention, and he said that of all the characters he's played, Dr. Albert Beck is his
I believe that he's the star, and he's in all of them. And I mean, I've seen the Stalked by My Doctor, A Sleepwalker's Nightmare. I've seen that one, which
Will
I
we get
think
to
is the
5?
4th
Is it
one.
like Stalked by My Doctor, shingles attacks? Like what?
No, he's doing the stalking. Yeah.
Right.
He's the doctor that's stalking his
In
patients.
5 movies?
Yes.
No one catches this man?
And he talks to his subconscious the way Dexter talks
so
to
he's doing
Harry.
a Dexter.
But but his subconscious is him in like a Hawaiian shirt.
the loose.
Genius.
It's
This is genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is genius.
There will be 7, I'm sure. There will be 7.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Richard Skarenki said this is Macaulay Culkin's worst role, and I would rather watch The Page Master over this any day.
Oh, Page
Forgot about the
Master.
Page
Wow.
Master. Wow.
I don't think I've seen The Page Master. Am I missing anything?
You'll be fine.
Okay. The week
Whoopi
before,
Goldberg's a book.
I think it was the week before, we watched Champagne and Bullets, a.k.a. Road to Revenge, a.k.a. Get Even.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Get Even.
Getaven.
Getaven,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
going to say, yeah, we have to
Getaven.
pronounce it as it is written, Getaven.
Did the director write in?
Oh, please. John Dehart.
Not yet, but if he ever does, we're going to read it.
I will message him on LinkedIn.
There you go. Well, you should
Please-
just call him. He
please
has a
do. Yeah,
number
call
on
him.
his
Why not?
website for his law practice. Bishaw Foolery writes in and says, "Hey y'all, I spent a few hours on Tubi last night to watch Champagne and Bullets. I didn't find it, but I did discover."
Wait, you said hours. Did you look for this for hours?
Well, he says, "I didn't find it, but I did discover Amityville Turkey Day."
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right,
How was
well, you
it?
pivoted from one to the other. I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
He says, "I dodged that bullet just to
Okay.
find Jeffrey Combs Reanimator. And while I quote unquote enjoyed those movies, I'll continue to look for Champagne and Bullets because I need a new movie to prank my wife."
Yes, it's a good one.
You went on a grand adventure and just ended up in Reanimator. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good to know.
Sometimes you just fall back on.
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
understand
you know,
that.
Sometimes the search gets exhausting. You're like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I have to
No,
fall
just
back on
something I've
something.
seen.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
it
like,
must
you know,
be,
yeah.
it's Get Even. He needed to look
Yeah.
up Get Even.
Yeah.
One
Look
word,
up Get Even,
probably,
you'll find
yeah.
it probably. Get Even, one word.
Get it.
All
And
right,
then
well,
Champagne and Bullets is on Prime.
Oh, is
that's
it?
how we
Okay.
found it.
We watched
Yeah.
it on Prime.
But
Like
didn't we
it's easy to
start
find.
another one that was...
That was the
Yeah,
other
that was
version.
the wrong one.
That was the wrong one.
Yeah, we watched the.
I can't remember how we got to
Get Even.
that. I thought it was Champagne and Bullets. We clicked on it. It was like, no! And we, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, different
Yeah.
titles. And all, yeah.
Try all the titles till you find one.
Buy the $150 Blu-ray. Fuck it.
Sean,
Go for
try to get it before Sean takes it from you.
Takes the last copy at $150. No.
Well, we want to
You'll
thank
get worn
you.
down on that.
I think it's cheaper. I do have limitations.
Well, thank you, each of you, for writing in. We really appreciate it. And now we're going to go around the table and tell you what we thought of tonight's movie, Outland, starting with...
Holly, what'd you think of Outland?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I was really fucking bored. I didn't like the story. From the get-go, I was just like, this is such bullshit that he's been on this job for one day and he's choosing it over his family.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just there's not enough payout in this movie. It's I know it's supposed to be an action movie, but there's just not much action. I know there's like a couple exploding faces, but it's very quick, and it didn't really do anything for me. Yeah, I really didn't like this movie. I'm sorry.
The juice
I'm
is
like,
not worth the squeeze.
I just really don't have anything good to say about it. It was not for me. Didn't like it. Nope. Sean.
I agree. I don't have much good to say about this. It lagged a lot for most of it. I've seen more exciting space movies. Sean Connery's not doing a lot as an actor for this. Yeah, there's a few exploding heads and everything, but other than that, it is just Sean Connery versus a corporation versus a couple.
There's not even a whole lot of Peter Boyle.
Not really great Peter Boyle. No,
he's not really. He's just playing golf.
He's a figurehead as a bad guy.
He's just playing golf.
He doesn't get his hands.
If you want some good Peter Boyle, watch The Dream Team.
What's the Dream Team?
Oh, Dream Team with Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle. Oh, it's fucking good.
Oh, okay.
How many times have you seen him in a serious role?
Not often.
Yeah,
not often.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there must be
Not
out there, but
often.
like I see Peter Boyle.
I think he
as a
can do it.
comedic
It's just like he's not
performer.
given a lot to do
I know,
with this series.
like I'm picturing. I know I've seen him as like a lawyer or something, but I can't remember what it was. It was. I know I've seen it, but it's very rare. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
continue.
Young Frankenstein might be his most serious role. Yeah, there's not. I don't think you're going to get a lot out of this. I think the design wise is the only place where this movie excels. I think it looks good. I think the model work is good. I enjoyed it. Even though you can look at a model shop and be like, look, little tiny elevators and little tiny, but I like those things because it speaks to the craft of the movie. So I will give it credit in that regard. Yes.
It was the first movie shot in some kind of process called intravision, which pioneered that. It's like front projection, and so that's how they were able to pull that shit
Loves
off.
visions.
Intravision.
Intravision. What was the double vision? The double box.
Duovision.
Duovision. Yeah.
Oh, that was an
Wicked.
experience.
Oh,
yeah.
Wicked. Colin loves a vision. But yeah, this is damn, because we've talked about Outland before. Sean Connery on the moon as a cop, and that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. The movie is not. I'm gonna say, don't watch this. There's not. It's trying to do a lot of what was popular at the time, Alien and all that stuff, and so it feels just kind of like it's going in that direction, but with a storyline that is not interesting. It's I would not recommend Outland. You will not be satisfied by
Any of it.
Yeah, most of this movie, that's not satisfying. Yep. I'm out. Michaela, what did you think of Outland?
I never heard of it, and now I know why.
Yeah.
Because it's very forgettable, and unfortunately, I was very bored with it as well. It has no business being an hour and 50 because there's just not. There's so many long stretches of silence. What a nightmare of a movie to watch at a drive-in. I can it's just
that would be the
painful,
worst.
brutal.
Didn't
care
that
for
movie
it.
You go, you're just like, I think I go home.
Leave now. Yeah. The vibe changes as soon as this movie starts.
Does.
Yeah. It's kind of a vibe killer of a movie. Didn't enjoy it. Gonna pass. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I just didn't like it. I was bored. I was bored
because
with
you don't
it.
want to beat it to death. But you're just like, don't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna forget most of it because there isn't much to grasp onto. Yeah. Pass. Colin, what'd you think?
I saw a completely different movie than these guys did. Okay, so I always know
You'd seen this before, though, right? And none of us had seen it before.
I know that nostalgia is coloring my perspective, and some of that, like first experience before you saw everything that came after it, is probably in there. But I was looking at it tonight, like, okay, is this movie working as a thriller? I don't think it's an action movie. I think it is a thriller. I actually thought the opposite, Sean, of what you thought, where the visuals seem, that's the most derivative part.
Probably
it excels in it. It's got heavy atmosphere, but it's really taking the set design of Alien and not really doing anything more of it or more with it. It seemed like it's a character driven movie. Where I don't know, I really thought that, I guess how I was looking at Sean Connery's performance was, he has these lines to say, and how is he delivering them? And when you watch the guy, it's like to me, So this is my impression. Is he came off very human, saying, like these lines, scripted lines. I'm like, I believe him when he's saying that. He found a way to like say these lines in ways that, it sounded like a guy in that position. And I think, as a character drama, everything is really centered around like his mindset and how he's trying to figure this thing out and all the forces that are against him. And that's the pressure cooker that he's in. And so that's what makes it tense. I guess I bought into that. So I bought into the tension of the movie. I did think by the time you got to the end of it and you have the faceless guys going after him, I didn't care that they were faceless. So I was like, I get that. But those sequences of suspense lacked a little something, but that's like toward the end of the movie. Everything that got us up there, I kind of liked all the set pieces, and I liked the the investigation. It was working on me. I thought it was well done. So Ryan Abraxas and I'll sit there and say, yes, you should see Outland. Check it out. It just as like a curio. You've got like a major star in like one of these science fiction Western movies. I mean, it's also kind of interesting if you're into Western. It's a Western in space, I suppose it's also a knock against it. It's basically just remaking something that has been done before. I have always thought that about Peter Hyams. Like he's never really a director who
has an original vision. He's always just
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Let's remake it in this arena.
Because weren't we even saying that with like Time Cop? It's like a lot of what was going on there seemed like, okay, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Here's like a distillation of it. And same with End of Days. It's like, all right, so 7.
Probably.
And,
yeah.
So he's always kind of struck me that way. I just, think it's interesting that he has such a, long career of doing it. He found his niche, so good on him, I guess. But he's never really kind of stood out as like an A-list filmmaker to me. But yeah, I'd recommend you check out Outland. But there you go. Split decision. Next week, we're going to watch.
Decision, doesn't that require at least someone on your side?
What do you call it?
I didn't want to push it, but I can't abide by saying it's a split decision.
Well, we can say 3-1, but how else do you describe it?
3-1.
Just 3-1. Okay.
Yeah.
3-1
You are alone.
He's counting Igor in this.
Like Sean Connery on Jupiter's moon. Defending Outland.
Yes. You are by yourself fending off the assassins, which are us.
But also 3-1 means you lose the vote. So.
Yeah.
So you're not contractually obligated to watch it, but you can seek it out if it sounds interesting. All right. So next week, we're going to watch a movie that's chosen by
Sean. What are we watching next week?
Yeah, I delayed a little bit. We'll go back to it. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
All right.
We will watch it. We'll do it.
Finally getting a big one off the list.
Let's do it. Okay, I have to ask, why did I change my mind last time?
Because I couldn't be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I was
you
like,
said
we
it
all
has
need
to be.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
everyone fucking show up.
Yeah.
We got to do this one.
Yes.
going back to
Team
Giallo
effort. Yes.
If
again.
it gets canceled again, it's your fault. I will be here.
Well,
All
we'll
right.
read the comments. If you commented before,
Yes.
we'll read your comments.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
find those. Yeah. Whatever you said,
Yeah.
we will bring it back. So.
Yep.
All right.
Or comment again, we'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
I'm
next
excited.
week, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. We hope you'll join us. And until then, ladies and germs, the basement is going dark.